Welcome back, graduates. So I'm going to show you today how to transfer over theme settings. So what this means is if you have a updated version of a theme, and this goes with any theme logic. So it's not just our theme, but it works with other themes too. So what that means is if you had, for example, Dawn theme, and you have a Dawn theme that's older, and you wanted to update to the latest version, you can definitely do so by using this method, this manual method. And I'm going to show you that today. What this means is you can port over the files and then the settings for it. The nav bar and the footer will not be able to be transferred, so that will be a manual process in the theme editor itself. But this is going to be a process where you can do a migration of the theme settings from one theme to the other. Now, take note that this cannot be from one complete different theme to another complete different theme. So this means that you cannot port over Dawn files to our theme, for example, Ecomify. You cannot transfer over, or vice versa. You can't transfer over Dawn files to another theme like Ecomify or Impulse theme, which is a really great theme also. By archetypes, I believe, and like for example, Portland theme, Turbo, you can't transfer over Turbo theme to Impulse theme. The code base is so different; it's too different, and you can't do it that way. But what you can do is if you have a Turbo, and this goes with any theme logic of migrating, is if you have, for example, an older version of Turbo, depending on how much the developers have changed their code base, you can transfer over from a older Turbo to a newer version of Turbo. And I'm going to show you that in our theme, and it's the same logic with any theme going into this, with the same theme to the same theme, just a newer version. So I'm going to make a change, in this is our demo, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a change into, let's say this one. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like. I'm on the live theme right now, and let's say this is the most updated version. I'm going to go into the live theme, and I'm going to show you just a simple change. So I guess we can just do it this way. So actually, this is different from this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, and I am going to open a couple windows. I'm going to go into the one that is live, depending on that, and then I'm going to also go into the other one that I want the new update, the higher version. So edit code and edit code. So I have two edit codes here, the old one and the new one. So what I want to do is I'm going to go into my templates, and I'm going to go and port over all my JSON files. And I'm going to change over my index. I'm going to transfer over my JSON, my index.json from the old. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to go into the other updated version, and I'm going to go into my index.json, and I'm going to save this. Assets saved. I'm going to do this with every JSON file that I do have. Some might not have changed, but you want to make sure that all of them are going into the appropriate places. So that was the about. I'm going to go into the about.json. Notice that there was a change, so it's saved here. I'm going to go into my brands now, and oops, I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into, what was that, my brands, go into my brands here, just in case, and there was some changes that needed to be made. Now, if you do have a template that you don't have on the newer version, what you're going to do is you're going to go into the older version, and you're going to copy over that name. So what that means is let's go into the live theme, and I'm just going to go quickly to go in and create a new product here, and I'm going to name this I'm going to name this testing purposes, and I'm going to base it off of the default product. Now in my code for the live theme, I'm going to go and refresh. I should have a displayed product testing purposes, product.testing purposes .json. So now you'll see that this, I just created it. It's in the code, and in here, if I refresh for the one I want to migrate over, it's not there right now. So I only have product.json. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to rename this, or I'm going to add this to my new one. And all you're going to have to do is take after the period of whatever it is. So testing purposes, product. So I don't need the first part of it, just the name of it. And I'm going to go into my new one. I'm going to go and add a new template, and I'm going to do product, and I'm going to keep it as a JSON. I believe it was a JSON. Yep, it was a JSON file, keep that as a JSON file, and also just name it testing purposes without any of the spaces. So I'm going to click done, and then I'm going to copy and paste all of this into here and click save. Now I noticed free block notice. If you have this kind of error where there isn't this a block identified, I'm just going to go and take that and copy that, and I'm going to delete this whole entire section here because I don't have that section. And notice how I saved now. I don't have that feature in the new one or in the old one. So that works there because I was working on something there. The other thing what you're going to want to do is, so you're going to want to transfer all these JSON files in the template, and then you're going to go, and the last part is you're going to go into your config here, and you're going to go into your settings data right over here, and you're going to copy this whole thing from the old to the settings data here into the new one. So there, and then that is basically it. That is all right now that you basically need to do for the migration. However, if there is other custom code and from third party, you can go and manually add those as well. But that is the main gist of migrating the theme files. So now going to the new one, I should have something that looks like the previous live layout. Now I do have to go in and activate my license. License here, go in here. I'm going to save this, and this should have almost the same layout as my 3.2 version. So I'm going to go into here and see how it kind of looks like this. It's a bit messy right now. This is for demo purposes and testing environment, and I'm going to go, and now it does have that same layout as well, that sloppy layout. But that is simply how to migrate over the theme settings from older version to the new version of the same theme itself. Manually. So again, it is all the JSON files and then the settings data file, and that's pretty much it. And it does work again with all other themes like Dawn, Turbo, Impulse, Focal, all those great themes. But it has to be within that same theme to update. And that's it.